Ever feel like you're being taken for granted in your relationship? It's a question many of us ask ourselves at some point. You give, and sometimes it feels like there's not much coming back in return. It's easy to feel undervalued, overlooked, or simply not appreciated enough. But I'm here to tell you your worth is not defined by these feelings. Recognizing your worth in a relationship is vital. It's about understanding that you, yes you, bring unique value to your relationship. It's about realizing that you deserve to feel cherished, respected, and appreciated. And most importantly, it's about acknowledging that if you're not feeling valued, it's okay to do something about it. The subject of feeling undervalued is an uncomfortable one. It's not easy to admit when we're feeling this way, and it's even harder to address it. But it's imperative to remember that your feelings are valid and they matter. They're a signal that something needs to change. And change, my friends, is entirely possible. We're going to explore some strategies from an enlightening article on bonobology.com. This article provides a roadmap on how to make your partner realize your worth. It's not about playing games or manipulation, it's about taking actions that reflect your value and inviting your partner to do the same. Every relationship is a two-way street. It's about give and take, balance, and mutual respect. It's about seeing and appreciating each other for who we truly are. So if you're feeling less than appreciated, it's time to take a step back and reassess. This is not just about making your partner realize your worth, it's about you realizing your worth too. It's about not settling for less than you deserve. It's about standing up for your value and knowing that you are worthy of love and respect. So, are you ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth? Good. Because we're about to dive into these strategies that will help you feel more valued and appreciated in your relationship. Stay tuned. The first strategy is to create space. Now you may be wondering, why would I want to distance myself from my partner? Well, it's not about pushing them away, it's about giving both of you room to breathe, to grow, to reflect. It's about creating an environment where you're not just an extension of each other, but two unique individuals sharing a life together. When we create space in a relationship, we allow ourselves and our partners to miss each other, to remember why we cherish each other. It's in these moments of absence that we often realize the value of our significant other. We start to appreciate their quirks, their support, their presence in our lives. It's like stepping back from a beautiful painting to truly see and appreciate the full masterpiece. Creating space also gives each partner the opportunity to pursue their own interests, to maintain their individuality. This not only leads to personal growth, but also brings new experiences and ideas into the relationship, keeping it vibrant and exciting. So, the next time you find yourself feeling a bit smothered or taken for granted, remember the power of space. It could be the secret to rekindling that spark and making your partner realize just how much they truly value you. Remember, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Next up, don't always be available. Now, this doesn't mean you should start playing games or become elusive. It's about understanding and asserting the value of your own time. In this fast-paced world, time is a currency we often forget to value. But remember, your time is as precious as anyone else's. We all have commitments, hobbies, friends, and family along with our partners. It's crucial to maintain a balance and not let one area overshadow the others. By not always being available, you create a healthy boundary that allows your partner to appreciate your presence more. This isn't about creating an artificial sense of scarcity. It's about fostering a genuine appreciation for your time and presence. When you're not always at someone's beck and call, they begin to understand that your time isn't unlimited. They'll start to cherish the moments you do spend together, realizing that these moments are special, not a given. Think about it this way. When a gem is readily available, it's often taken for granted, but when it's rare, it's valued and cherished. You, my friends, are that gem. So don't let anyone take your time for granted. Your time is precious. Make sure your partner knows that. Our third strategy, show frustration through actions. When words fall on deaf ears, it's time to let our actions do the talking. Expressing dissatisfaction or frustration doesn't always have to be a verbal affair. Sometimes it's our deeds that pack the punch. Imagine this. You've voiced your concerns, but they seem to evaporate in thin air, leaving no impact. This is where actions step in, embodying the gravity of the situation. They become the mirror reflecting your emotions, forcing the other person to confront the reality you're living in. It's about showing, not telling. Take a step back, reduce your usual level of engagement, or even withdraw from shared activities. These subtle shifts can create a ripple effect, making the other person realize something's amiss. It may be uncomfortable at first, but remember, discomfort often precedes growth. This strategy isn't about punishing or manipulating the other person, but about communicating your feelings in a way that's impossible to ignore. It's about standing up for yourself and making your discontent known. But remember, balance is key. You're aiming for constructive change, not destructive conflict. Actions speak louder than words, so let yours do the talking. Finally, let's talk about communication and compromise. These are the two cornerstones of any successful relationship, and they're particularly crucial when it comes to ensuring you're valued and appreciated by your partner. So, what does effective communication look like? It's not just about speaking your mind, though that's certainly part of it. It's about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs clearly and respectfully. It's about listening, really listening, to what your partner has to say and making sure they feel heard. It's about creating a safe space where both of you can share openly and honestly without fear of judgment or criticism. And then there's compromise. Now, this doesn't mean giving up on your needs or values, far from it. Instead, it's about finding a middle ground that respects and honors both partners' perspectives. It's about understanding that your partner may not always see things the same way you do, and that's okay. It's about being willing to bend a little, to meet each other halfway, in the service of your relationship. These two elements, communication and compromise, are like the twin engines that keep a relationship running smoothly. They help ensure that both partners feel seen, heard, and valued. They foster a sense of mutual respect and understanding. And crucially, they can help your partner realize your worth. You see, when you communicate effectively, you're showing your partner that you respect yourself enough to voice your needs and desires. You're showing them that you value your own thoughts and feelings, and you expect them to do the same. And when you're willing to compromise, you're demonstrating that you're committed to the relationship, that you're willing to put in the work to find solutions that benefit both of you. But remember, it's not just about what you do, it's also about what your partner does. Communication and compromise are not one-way streets. They require effort and commitment from both parties. So, if you're doing all the communicating and compromising, it might be time to have a serious talk. A relationship is a two-way street. Make sure your partner is meeting you halfway.